Hello and welcome to Joburg Today. Check out our C40 section to see how climate change is affecting the city. In appreciating all that is good and all that stands out in our city, our team went out to the Sandton Convention Centre, which is South Africa's largest and leading exhibition venue. Check this out.
We are located right in the middle of Sandton. In fact, I like to say in the richest mile in South Africa, in Africa. And that gives us a competitive advantage in terms of the type of clientele that we attract, the type of conferences that we attract, and why clients want to come to us. Having a convention center actually helps the economy of a destination to grow. So we work very closely with the city of Johannesburg and Gauteng province in terms of marketing the convention center, because for us, you bring 3,000, 5,000 people here, they stay in the hotels, they go and shop, they go, they need transport, they go sightseeing, they go to Soweto, they go downtown to the Apartheid Museum. We have done studies to prove that the Sandton Convention Center is contributing to the economy of Johannesburg. We've got 22,000 square meters of space, so we've got 4 big convention areas. We've got the pavilion, that is our biggest room, that can take 5,000 people standing for a concert. The ballroom is a bit smaller, and that can take up to about 2,000 people seated for dinner. The advantage with the ballroom is the ability to be able to actually subdivide it. So we can actually start with a conference for 1,000 people, a plenary, and then there's a tea break, and during tea break my guys go in and they change everything around, and now all of a sudden it's 6 rooms, but 6 rooms that are soundproof. On level 2 and level 4 we've got the smaller rooms, which are the committee rooms and the board rooms. So that's where you can have your meeting from 10 people to about 250 people.
We're very impressed with the service we're getting at the Sandton Convention Center. It's very professional. If you arrive and you book the facility, they know exactly what your needs are. They know how to deal with that in a international level.
From an exhibition and a business model, from organizing events, it's fantastic. It's a hub of Joburg. It's easy access to the airport, Gautrain for conferences and exhibitions. It's a really, really good venue.
Sometimes we just give people a space, and what comes out of there is absolutely mind-blowing in terms of what people can do with the space.
My name is Robbie. This is Joburg Today.
Keep chatting to us on social media by following us on Twitter at Joburg Today and liking us on Facebook, joburgtoday.tv. Share your thoughts on what you would like to see on the show. Also, when you're on the go, keep up with us on pockettv.mobi, and that's pocket with an I. Last week, we had a conversation with a photographer who is passionate about taking pictures of the city. In studio, we have with us Derek, who is here to tell us more about his street art and photography. Thank you for joining us.
It's my pleasure.
Derek, can you just tell us why you got started in photographing Johannesburg's city life?
I've always been interested in old buildings, and Johannesburg has got a rich wealth of old architecture, right back from the gold mining area. So that was the first thing that attracted me. And at the beginning, my photography was empty of people. And then I realized, but there's more to that than a city than just buildings. And also then the color of street art attracted my attention, and I really got hooked into that. And that is where the story started about 5 years ago.
Amongst all your work, which is your most favorite and why?
It is street art, it's graffiti.
Okay.
When I started, the scene in Johannesburg specifically was quite small and very isolated, and there was a lot of resistance from Johannesburgers about street art per se, because they saw it as defacement, they saw it as buildings that is being scribbled on by vandals and things like that. And then when I started looking at the scene very in depth and meeting the artists involved, which was quite difficult because by the nature of what they do, they are not very open to what they do, and also it is quite funny, as you know, because I'm more of an older generation, and then the graffiti painters are mostly younger guys, and I thought I was a cop or something, trying to see what they're bombing or what they're doing. But through the 5-6 years, you know, there was a close rapport that has developed with these guys, and a lot of them are my friends now. And what fascinates me about the medium is that these guys go out there and they paint on walls, and I'm not talking about tagging, you know, just simple tagging on walls, and spend a lot of time and on their own money to create things of great beauty for other people to enjoy. But it's open to debate. And it's a debate that's been carrying on for years, not only in Johannesburg, but all over the world. But what I've seen in Johannesburg over the last 6 years, that it gets more accepted by the community, which is great for me.
Okay, so what inspires you, what in Johannesburg inspires you to keep taking pictures?
It's also a very interesting question. I'll tell you why. As you know, at the end of last year, once a year or once every 2 years, I go and I do a road trip to get out of the city. And we usually go the back of beyond, the back roads, through the Karoo or through the Eastern Cape and things like that. And when I returned this time, we drove about 5,000 kilometers in 5 days. You know, the real dirt roads, the wide open spaces. And when I came back, and I took beautiful photographs. And when I came back, and I thought, now, do I really want to go into the city again? You know, it's grime, it is dirt, it's poverty, it is things like that. And it took me a week. And it was like the streets were calling me. And I went into the streets, and I went right into the other side of the Doornfontein, and I was standing in front of a door that shows the patina of time. And I photographed it, and I blew it up, and I thought, I'm back. This is where I belong, you know. Between the beauty in the city is there, and what excites me is what's happening in Johannesburg at the moment. Every time I go into the city, at least once every 2 weeks. And it's amazing what changes. There's a couple of new photographs I've taken, and I've actually titled them Brave New World, because that is what it feels like. You know, it's you know, we've went past that stage where there was inner city decay. It is still in areas, but now it is just a new life wherever you go, a new building being developed, or a new initiative, so that it's very vibrant. So it's, yes, I love what I do. It's purely a hobby, and you know, I love it.
My name is Andile, and this is Joburg Today.
Now let's take a quick look into the life of a man who sells cars in Woodmead.
My name's Dave Theron. I'm a new vehicle sales executive for Citroen Woodmead. I sell cars. I've been doing that for 40 years. I do it because I have a passion for motor cars. So I'm prepared to drive an hour and a half in the horrific traffic in the mornings to get to work. So I'm trying different routes to get here, to avoid toll gates and all these sort of things. The reason I work in Woodmead is that I decided to join Citroen a couple of months back. We have a limited amount of dealerships. So yes, we do have people that come from East Rand, West Rand, mostly Joburg people that do buy. It's a very satisfying type of job, and especially when these people take delivery of the car, the excitement and the pleasure that they have when they take delivery of their new car. That is something that is really worthwhile sharing with people, that joy and that excitement.
This is Wayne, and you're watching Joburg Today.
And that is it from us, but be sure to check out the special focus section for more city coverage. Stay on the know with Cab Talk, and look forward to what Johannesburg has in store for you in the future with Joburg Tomorrow. That is it from me. I love and I leave you with Runaway Train by the Hines Brothers. Till next time.
Back in ETV. Welcome back to Balcony TV Johannesburg. I'm your host, Julian. We hang out live at Randlord's in the heart of Josie on a beautiful summer's day. And we hang out with the Hines brothers. How you guys doing?
Good, thanks, Julian.
I've got your album in my pocket, brand new, just released.
How did you fit that in there?
Dude, I got a special pocket just for CDs. I walk around stealing all the artists' CDs. Yeah, baby. All right, so what song are you guys going to play for us off Ocean of Milk?
We're going to play the opening track of Ocean of Milk called Runaway Train.
Take it away.
Changing my name, it's what I had to do, you see. Living life in great confusion, to find a way to live at peace eternally, to get out of my illusion. Some days like a runaway train, some days I can't remember my new name. Some days like a runaway train. I've seen the faults, I've seen the light. I looked into my Father's eyes. Blindness is my real disguise. We all must live, we all must die. Doing all that we can to please ourselves, not thinking of tomorrow. Forgetting who we are, we think we're what is not. Beg and steal and borrow. Some days like a runaway train. Some days I can't remember my new name. Some days like a runaway train. I've seen the faults, I've seen the light. I looked into my Father's eyes. Blindness is my real disguise. We all must live, we all must die. Some changes gotta come my way before I fall outside. We could wait for another day, but that would not be right. That would not be right. I've seen faults, I've seen the light. Oh Lord, I looked into my Father's eyes. Blindness is my real disguise. We all must live, we all must die. I've seen faults, I've seen the light. Oh Lord, I looked into my Father's eyes. Blindness is my real disguise. We all must live, we all must die.